In this video, we're going to be talking about pricing strategy and how humans can react a little too quickly. As a retailer, if you want to get something off the shelf, it's been pretty common to offer a discount, but it doesn't always work. One jeweler tried everything to sell a large amount of turquoise, changed the location in the store, stood by the display, etc., etc. Then, frustrated, she left town and slapped a price times 1/2 sticker on the entire case. When she came back, it was all gone, which didn't surprise her, until she learned that in her haste, her poorly written sign was read as price times 2. Why did everything sell for twice the price when everything she had tried before failed? Most bizarrely, the answer can be explained by examining the behavior of a mother turkey. And if you think that's weird, just wait. Information found in one of my favorite books states that a mother turkey uses only the cheep made by its baby turkeys to determine if they need attention. If the baby's cheep a lot, the mother immediately engages. If the baby's cheep just a little, the mother won't really engage, but if the baby stops cheeping, the mother will sometimes kill them. To test how powerful this effect is, scientists recruited the aid of a mother turkey's arch nemesis, the polecat. A polecat is a cutish weasel. If one gets near a mother turkey, the turkey will toe up and get straight medieval with this weasel. And this is true even if it's just a stuffed version of one being dragged by a rope held by a scientist. The turkey will still switch to battle mode. But if you put a speaker in the stuffed polecat and play a recording of the cheep sound the baby turkey makes, the mother turkey will totally chill out. She will even take the polecat in under her wing. But if you then turn the speaker off, the mother turkey will suddenly realize she's hugging a polecat and switch back into attack mode. So, what's going on? How is something so obvious and dangerous, like the shape of a predator, rendered harmless by a single sound? And by the way, if you've ever been turkey hunting, you've likely been told that turkeys have the best eyesight ever, which is why you have to wear sniper-level camo. So it's not eyesight. Turkeys surprisingly can fly, and flight requires eyeballs in the absence of radar or echolocation. For the turkey, this reaction is called a fixed action pattern. And these patterns are generally activated by specific features. Robins, for example, will act as though a rival robin has entered its territory when it's presented with nothing more than a clump of feathers that are the precise shade of red. It will straight up attack a pile of feathers. Anyway, we can stop making fun of birds because humans also suffer from a parallel form of automaticity. As one example, if you want someone to do you a favor, just provide a reason, and you'll be far more successful in securing that favor. According to one study, if you are in a long line waiting to get some copies made, and you ask the person in front of you, "Excuse me, I have 5 pages. May I use the Xerox machine because I'm in a rush?" 94% of the people will let you skip to the front. Drop the reason, and only 60% will let you skip. But here's where it gets crazy. It doesn't have to be a reason that makes any sense at all. If you were to try, "Excuse me, I have 5 pages. May I use the Xerox machine because I have to make some copies?" 93% of the people will still let you skip, even though both people are in line for the exact same reason. And it turns out it has little to do with the actual reason provided. The trigger appears to be the word "because." In the same way that a turkey illogically accepts a polecat because of a sound, humans will give up their advantage when a certain word is registered. So what does this have to do with selling jewelry? Well, normally when humans find a discount attractive, it's because they know the value of the item discounted. If you're selling turquoise jewelry to tourists and well-to-do vacationers, this context doesn't exist. The only thing they have to go off of is price. And if something is more expensive, then humans will use the simplifying principle: expensive equals good, making price the trigger. Humans respond to this so strongly that if you offer 2 identical energy drinks to the same group of people, where one half gets the more expensive version of, again, the exact same drink, and then you were to ask them to solve puzzles, the group that drank the more expensive version will outperform because they believe their drink to be of a higher quality. So we're kind of like turkeys. Expensive equals good, cheap equal baby. These shortcuts are known as judgmental heuristics, which facilitate simplified thinking that works most of the time. As an investor, it's important to be aware of these triggers to avoid relying on first-level thinking because it can get you in trouble. But from a pricing perspective, absent additional information about your product, some humans are happy to pay up as a reflex to expensive products, which is also good to know, regardless of which side of that trade you're on. All right, team, that's all for now. Stay nerdy.